Plans call for a move to Ontario and the hope for better opportunities. Currently touring universities and clubs across the prairies, Greenhouse is showcasing new material which will be recorded in the near future. Carol Blanken met the band in Saskatoon.
This is Greenhouse. Glenn Roy, lead vocals and guitar. Jeff Gantner, bass and vocals. Dan Mowat, drums. Sean Nicholson, lead and rhythm guitar. And they play their own music. This time it's at Louis on campus. They're sound checking for their farewell performance. Farewell to Saskatoon, that is. Here's how and why they got started.
Jeff and Dan and Glenn have played in other bands. Like basically when I joined, Greenhouse started, because they had been in cover bands before, I had been in cover bands before, and it's just, cover bands are a great way to burn yourself out on music really fast, because it's a non-creative environment. So we all decided that we need a creative environment, and they were looking for a guitar player for like 6-8 months before I came along, and I've known Jeff and Dan since high school, so we all fit in really well.
I guess we've been together almost 3 years now, and all that time we've been writing songs and rehearsing them, playing live. Basically, it's been a learning experience, I'd say, from day one, and it's all going to come together once we move to Ontario.
It'll be really exciting. I think it's what the band needs, because playing around here, there's no real pressure. Like playing a gig here, we don't really have to try hard, whereas down there, there'll be so many other bands around that we'll really have to tighten the belt.
They work constantly at their music, although they do have to have jobs to support themselves. This is how the band operates. Up till now, Glenn has done all the writing.
He'll come to us with a song he's written, and we work it as a band. We all each have our ideas, but he's the one, he originates the idea.
And Glenn's a really deep songwriter. He can really write some good songs. And if you listen to the words, I think everyone can get something out of most of the songs. Something we kind of take pride in anyway.
When I first started music, it was more for the fun of it, just have a good time, but now I'm a bit older, and the band is a bit more mature as well, and it's more like, yeah, we all have something to say now, and music is a good medium to do that with. It's about bringing down not physical walls, but social walls, like injustices around the world, and even in ourselves, we seem to build up walls between each other. And the song just basically says, let's just knock those walls down.
I don't think any of us want to be popular as far as we play what the crowd wants. We want the crowd that does show up, expects to hear our music.
Greenhouse is very determined to produce original music. In 1991, they released their first cassette. And they've succeeded in attracting some good support.
We were doing a show in Regina last spring, and we applied for a grant, a Video Fact grant, through 2 producers down in Regina, and we got it, and we shot the video. But the first time we saw it publicly was on Much Music, and it was kind of neat, because it was like we were watching one day, and it's like, they put the thing on the screen, it's like Next Up, and I think it was Van Halen, and it said Greenhouse underneath, and Greenhouse, so it was cool,
Victim of Circumstance is an award-winning video. Reviewers claim it's a song that works, and that it's better every time you hear it, and it's one of dozens that Glenn has written. And now they're back at Audio Art recording another cassette.
I consider myself a songwriter first and foremost, and then a vocalist. I used to drive my mom and dad crazy, just running around the house and saying, look what I have written, and just singing songs. Yeah.
Why, do you know?
I don't know. It's really just been an aspiration just to do something creative. I've always wanted to do something, like I always wanted to be on the soapbox, screaming at the top of my lungs. And I found that music was a good outlet for that.
I started off on acoustic 6-string, and I took 3 months of lessons, and then the place went under, and I said, I can learn this myself. So I learned it myself, and then I switched to bass when I was 16, I think of myself as an instrumentalist. At first, the vocals were just something, a necessity, a necessary evil. But now it's different. It's like I'd like to be known as competent in both areas.
Jeff, the bass player, and I have been playing together for so many years that we're actually kind of one player because we know each other's styles. We kind of interact with each other while we're playing, so well, I guess it's the rhythm section, so that's the way it should be. Probably about 15 years ago, I joined a pipe band, and that's my bass for drumming. And then, you know, just getting an interest in that and keeping up with what everyone else around me was doing. Started playing the drum set and then the high school band thing, and now, you know, it's developed into this, which is what I like doing. We're going to move east to make the contacts and to try and keep the ball rolling. Like we eventually want to get a record deal, and whether it's a major or not, that's second to us. We're more concerned with getting the deal we want under our terms, and that we have total creative control.
I'd say the three other guys I play with are probably the finest musicians that I've known. And we're all really good friends, you know. And that makes a difference too. And it's a very healthy atmosphere to work in.
That's our show for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time on Entertainment Saskatchewan. I'm Gloria Ann. Bye for now.
Ground transportation for Gloria.